So this is how the best-selling SUV in the United States in recent years is made. Right now, you are watching the welding of the body in white of the 6th generation of the Toyota RAV4 at a factory in Canada. Vehicles manufactured here are intended for export to the United States. From this generation on, there is no longer a pure gasoline engine. The 6th generation is fully electrified and offered exclusively with hybrid or plug-in hybrid powertrains based on a 2.5-liter engine, producing between 220 and 320 horsepower. In less than 13 hours of the manufacturing process, workers at this factory create a new Toyota vehicle. Inside this factory in Ontario, more than 8,500 employees work. The plant is among the largest automotive employers in Canada. The average salary of these assembly line workers is around $30 per hour. Canadian Toyota workers generally earn similar or slightly higher wages than many Toyota plants in the United States, especially compared with non-union factories in the southern US. However, unionized US plants such as General Motors, Ford, or Stellantis often pay significantly higher wages. The process you are currently viewing is the final interior assembly of the 6th generation Toyota RAV4. Toyota invested over $1.1 billion to prepare its Canadian facilities for this generation. The annual production capacity reaches up to about 300,000 vehicles. This generation is easily recognizable by its distinctive front grille, as you can see here. Toyota RAV4 has consistently sold well over 400,000 units annually in the US since 2018. Last year, it achieved its highest sales ever, with a total of 480,000 units sold. This is how the 4th and 5th generations of the RAV4 were produced. Factory workers you see here spend much of their day working on the chassis of a car that is lifted. To ease the strain on their shoulders, they wear special harnesses designed for support. This factory has been upgraded to Toyota New Global Architecture for the production of the new Toyota RAV4. As a result, the plant now features a higher level of automation, with the latest manufacturing processes being implemented across Toyota. In addition, the Cambridge, Ontario plant also produces engines and transmissions for Toyota vehicles. The RAV4 is Toyota's best-selling SUV, and the same high standards of quality that our North team members uphold for the Corolla are now applied to the RAV4. As you can see, a large number of employees are still essential for engine production. This is a highly specialized job that cannot be fully replaced by robots. Watching a truck being built is like seeing a giant mechanical puzzle come to life. Robots and humans coordinate so precisely that one misalignment can stop the line. Once completed, the engines are loaded and transported to the central parts warehouse, from where they are sent to the main assembly line. On the RAV4 main assembly line, logistics and smooth operation are among the biggest challenges. All components are prepared in specialized areas of the factory and delivered to the assembly point at the precisely designated time. Right now, you can see the finished engine being transported by trucks to the main assembly line. A hybrid variant of the RAV4 is available alongside the standard petrol model. It comes standard with 4-wheel drive, and the hybrid system uses a 1.6 kilowatt-hour nickel-metal hydride battery pack. Well, since 2026, the RAV4 will no longer be produced with a gasoline engine. Only hybrid variants will be available. The sewing workshop handles the preparation of the car's entire upholstery. Workers there are responsible for ensuring the quality of all leather and embroidered elements in the interior. Now this worker is preparing the Toyota's front grille for the main assembly line. On the assembly line, doors are removed at the start and reinstalled at the end once the interior is fully finished. For the North American market, the standard RAV4 is built in 2 plants in Woodstock, Ontario, while the RAV4 hybrid is produced in Georgetown, Kentucky. This vehicle is popular worldwide, however its highest sales have always been in the United States. That's why the Toyota RAV4 is manufactured not only in the United States, but also in neighboring Canada, which has always exported these vehicles to the US. Toyota RAV4 was manufactured in Russia at the Toyota Motor Manufacturing Russia facility in St. Petersburg from 2016 until the plant's closure in September 2022. Right now you're watching factory workers on the main assembly line install doors using manipulator arms, which make this work much easier. Next, the vehicles are lifted and work begins on the chassis and its connection to the body. As always, the main highlight of production is joining the finished chassis to the car body, which forms the foundation of the vehicle. Just-in-time is a production system that delivers parts to a vehicle precisely as it moves down the assembly line. This approach allows Toyota to avoid overproducing parts and storing them for an unknown number of vehicles, improving efficiency and reducing waste. In this quality control, inspectors carefully examine every part of the car to ensure that all components meet Toyota's strict manufacturing standards. This particular blue Toyota RAV4 was produced in a factory near St. Petersburg, Russia, showing how the model is built in multiple locations worldwide. The TRD off-road trim level has recently been added to the lineup, bringing the total number of trim options to 10, offering customers a wide variety of choices to suit their preferences. Before being delivered to its future owners, each vehicle is driven on a test track to verify performance, handling, and safety. Right now, you're watching factory workers manufacture Toyota's reliable 2.4-liter turbo and 2.5-liter engines. Here inside Toyota Motor Manufacturing, West Virginia, 2,070 employees are working on engines and transmissions. Assembly line worker Scott is part of the team at Toyota Motor Manufacturing, West Virginia, where employees earn an average of about $25 per hour. When running at full capacity, the plant produces a transmission every 25 seconds and a 4-cylinder engine every 30 seconds, among the quickest production speeds Toyota achieves worldwide. These engines are widely considered reliable in everyday use, often lasting 250,000 miles with good maintenance. Many owners report long service lives in vehicles like the RAV4 and Camry. Some earlier versions, especially older 2.5 designs, had oil consumption, misfires, or cooling system complaints depending on model year. This is only Toyota plant in North America that builds both engines and transmissions under one roof. The plant was the first Toyota facility outside Japan to produce 10 million powertrain units. This is also the only Toyota facility in North America that produces hybrid transaxles, a crucial part for hybrid models like the Sienna and Highlander. In the process you're viewing now, factory workers and robots operate in close coordination. Programmable robotic arms move and install smaller components, while workers are responsible for final assembly and enclosing the engine. Inside this West Virginia factory, employees must follow strict safety dress codes and policies. Toyota manufacturing plants in the U.S. are not currently unionized by the UAW. Toyota historically has not had UAW representation at most of its U.S. factories, and workers at Toyota facilities are generally non-union employees. There's no broad current recall specifically targeting the 2.5-liter engines for catastrophic failure in the U.S. Most recent major recalls have involved other engines. The manufacturing process of each engine is, above all, a logistical challenge. Every component must be in the right place at a precisely scheduled time. The supply chain is critical to keeping this massive operation running smoothly. Inside this Toyota factory, women have historically made up a significant minority of the workforce, around 30% of manufacturing employees. Toyota also highlights women in leadership and skilled roles at its West Virginia facility, including team members recognized for excellence in manufacturing. Each workstation consists of several workers working together as a coordinated team. Every station has a supervisor responsible for quality. This Toyota engine contains roughly 2,000 to 2,500 parts, if you include every bolt, washer, and sensor. If you count only the main mechanical components, the total is closer to 500 to 800 parts. Toyota's largest manufacturing facility in the world is located here. A massive operation capable of producing up to 470,000 vehicles and more than 600,000 engines each year. Within this sprawling complex, skilled teams assemble some of Toyota's flagship models, including the Toyota Camry, Toyota RAV4, and Lexus ES, while engines are produced alongside the vehicles. More than 9,100 employees drive the operations of this American factory, which has been producing vehicles since 1986. Their work supports not only the United States, but also markets around the globe. Right now, you're seeing the Toyota Camry, the nation's best-selling passenger car, being assembled here in Georgetown, Kentucky. On the factory floor, employees wear Toyota-branded shirts, safety glasses, and caps, combining safety with a strong sense of team identity as they work alongside advanced machinery. Compensation reflects the diverse skills required. Production workers earn an average of about $20 per hour, while specialized tool and die technicians make roughly $38 per hour. Now let's compare two very different sides of Toyota manufacturing: the production of the Toyota Camry in Kentucky and the Toyota Sequoia in Texas. At Toyota Motor Manufacturing Texas in San Antonio, production focuses on larger, more specialized vehicles, including the full-size Toyota Sequoia. This SUV requires distinct engineering, heavier components, and specialized assembly processes designed for truck-based platforms. Here you're seeing the installation of the Sequoia's large, heavy wheels, lifted with overhead equipment. A crane helps employees mount all four wheels quickly, safely, and with precision, a process rarely needed for smaller passenger vehicles. The Sequoia also marks a milestone for manufacturing in Texas. Its production unites over 3,000 900 Toyota employees with roughly 5,300 supplier workers, creating a vast network that fuels regional industry and innovation. The Sequoia delivers an impressive 437 horsepower and 583 pound-feet of torque, ensuring performance is never compromised. By pairing hybrid efficiency with serious capability, it provides strong towing power and brisk acceleration, while lowering fuel consumption and emissions compared with traditional V8 setups. Last year, Toyota sold 26,000 Sequoias in the US, a slight increase over the roughly 26,000 units sold in 2024. The Toyota Sequoia has become one of the standout full-size SUVs in the US, especially after its 2023 redesign. A frequent complaint is the Sequoia's thirst for fuel, especially compared with smaller SUVs, something many owners mention in real-world contexts. On this same assembly line, the popular Toyota Tundra is also produced alongside the Sequoia. After more than a decade on the market, the Tundra holds roughly 17% of the full-size half-ton pickup segment, demonstrating its staying power in a highly competitive field. Last year, over 125,000 Tundras were sold in the United States and more than 13,000 in Canada, highlighting its widespread popularity across North America. At this Texas plant near San Antonio, more than 200,000 Tundra trucks are produced each year, making it one of Toyota's most vital manufacturing hubs. When the plant was designed, Toyota strategically invited 21 key Tundra suppliers to set up on-site facilities, ensuring seamless logistics and faster production cycles, a unique approach that keeps the supply chain close and highly efficient. The Tundra is a truly North American-built truck, with 75% of its parts sourced from the continent. Every engine and transmission is made in the United States, reinforcing the Tundra's identity as a homegrown powerhouse that blends Toyota reliability with American toughness. This approach has paid off for Toyota, especially after the introduction of Trump's tariffs. Right now, you're watching how the final inspection is performed on every Toyota Tundra. The horn, lights, turn signals, and all driver-facing features are always tested. The four-wheel drive system comes standard on the TRD and capstone trims, providing maximum traction and capability for off-road adventures and challenging conditions. This Toyota plant is also known for its diverse workforce, with nearly 30% of employees being women. They play a crucial role at every stage of production, from assembly to quality inspection, underscoring Toyota's commitment to inclusion and teamwork. This is a view inside the Toyota factory in Kentucky, where the Toyota Avalon was built. The Toyota Avalon has been a significant member of the large sedan sector for a total of 5 generations. Toyota assembles complete vehicles with more than 20 on-site suppliers located on the premises of this factory complex. Toyota marketed the front-drive Avalon as a replacement for its rear-drive Cressida, a model discontinued for the American market in 1992. From the internal features like the airbags, instrument panels, and seats to the external parts like the windshield and the doors, this is where the vehicle all comes together. In fact, assembly is the largest production area with the greatest number of dedicated employees of each vehicle plant. Car body is assembled in 2 parallel processes. Beside the main assembly line, the glued components are assembled into bigger elements. Shock absorbers, brake discs, and wiring are gradually added to the chassis. The whole chassis is added to the car body for the last time. A cart equipped with screws and tools moves along the assembly line with vehicles to assist line workers within each section. This eliminates the need to go back and forth to the nearby shelves to replenish screws and parts, reducing non-value-added movement. The 4-unit plants in the Toyota USA manufacturing operations are in and around areas where Toyota's USA vehicle production facilities are located in order to quickly and effectively provide vital parts for Toyota's vehicles. As of 2013, the Avalon was sold in the United States, Canada, China, South Korea, and the Middle East. It was discontinued in the United States in 2022. In short, Toyota is simplifying things, mainly to make room for a new full-size sedan called the Crown. When demand for sedans returns, we may see other new cars arrive, including a return of the Avalon. Toyota Motor Manufacturing Tennessee produces engine blocks for cars, SUVs, and trucks assembled across North America. The plant's workforce of more than 450 employees helps bring these vehicles to life, using aluminum to produce thousands of engine blocks, transmission cases, and housings every day. Each year, Toyota Tennessee manufactures nearly 2 million engine blocks and more than 1 million transmission cases and housings. Located in Jackson, Tennessee, this facility is one of Toyota's smaller manufacturing plants in the United States, employing around 500 workers. Before working on the production line, employees are trained on how to assemble engine components using computer simulations. Now we move to Toyota Motor Manufacturing, West Virginia, the company's only combined engine and transmission plant in North America. It is also the only Toyota plant on the continent that produces hybrid transaxles. The $2 billion facility employs about 2,200 team members inside nearly 2 million square feet of manufacturing space. Over the past 2 decades, the plant has invested more than $10 million in local philanthropic and educational initiatives. The factory was established in 1996, and since then it has produced more than 1.2 million units. The number of women working at the plant has been steadily increasing in recent years. Toyota places enormous emphasis on precision and quality. When it comes to building engines, there is simply no room for error. Manufacturing processes and procedures have not changed much in recent years. What is changing, however, is the level of automation inside factories, with more and more tasks being performed by programmable robots instead of human workers. But this is Toyota Motor Manufacturing, Alabama. The plant employs more than 2,000 team members and produces over 3,000 engines every day. Toyota Motor Manufacturing, Alabama produces roughly 1/3 of all Toyota engines built in the United States at its massive 1.3 million square foot facility. What makes this plant unique is its versatility. It is the only Toyota facility in North America capable of producing 4-cylinder engines, V6 engines, and advanced twin-turbo engines all under one roof. The engines built here power many popular Toyota vehicles assembled across North America, including the Highlander, Sienna, RAV4, Corolla, Corolla Cross, Tundra, Tacoma, and Sequoia. Located near the city of Huntsville, Alabama, the factory first opened its doors in 2003 and has since become one of Toyota's key engine production hubs in the United States. Giant engines for the Sienna, Highlander, Tundra, and Tacoma are built here. This is Toyota's first manufacturing plant in North America, located in Long Beach, California, known as Toyota Auto Body California, or TABC. Today, with the help of more than 350 employees, TABC serves as a primary supplier of parts for Tacoma trucks, as well as service parts for past models. The plant produces a wide range of components, including stamped parts, steering columns, catalytic converters, weld subassemblies, and both sheet metal and aluminum components. It also assembles stamped parts and welded subassemblies, preparing them for shipment to other Toyota factories across the United States. In about 95% of cases, finished parts are transported by rail, making the factory very well connected to the national rail network. To support sustainability, the plant uses specially formulated low volatile organic compound lubrication oils in its stamping processes. Work here is shared between humans and robots. Year after year, the percentage of tasks handled by robots continues to grow, increasing efficiency while maintaining precision. Despite advances in automation, California plant core capabilities in stamping, welding, and painting parts have remained largely unchanged over the years, reflecting decades of expertise and consistency in Toyota manufacturing. Toyota employees carefully package the manufactured parts into plain boxes, which are then labeled for shipment. Each worker has a clearly defined role and is thoroughly trained to perform it with precision. Employees who demonstrate high-quality, fast work may receive performance bonuses, while lower performance can affect part of their pay. Safety is always a priority. Every employee wears an orange safety helmet and protective glasses. Thanks to strong unions, workers can also wear clothing that makes them comfortable, as you can see here on the floor. In 1995, California Factory began mass-producing the Toyota Tacoma, a pickup truck designed exclusively for the North American market. Earplugs are a common sight here, as high noise levels are unavoidable in automotive factories. The mid-size Tacoma is built to suit everyday life, offering excellent fuel efficiency, low depreciation, and minimal ownership costs. The fourth-generation Toyota Tacoma entered production last year and is available in both gasoline and gasoline hybrid versions. When people talk about the Tacoma, they describe its Tacoma-ness, high ground clearance, large tires, a slim yet rugged body, and a powerful athletic stance. Production of the Tacoma relies on advanced engineering, including laser-welded high-strength steel frame members for maximum rigidity, along with aluminum body components to reduce weight without sacrificing strength. No matter the model, every Toyota begins its journey on the production line with the pressing of steel plates. These plates are then welded together by robots to form the car's body, creating a strong, precise foundation. The final step in the process is quality control inside the LED inspection tunnels. Here, not only is the paint to finish checked, but a dozen other key elements are inspected according to a detailed checklist before the car is ready for delivery. Once painted, the body enters the assembly hall, where workers gradually install every part of the interior. Each employee has a fixed amount of time to add their assigned component, ensuring efficiency and consistency. Thanks to the efficiency of the assembly line, building a Toyota takes far less time than producing a luxury car like a Rolls-Royce. From start to finish, the entire process can be completed in just 13 hours. On newer production lines, both the front and rear windshield is assembled automatically by a robotic arm. On the older assembly lines, it takes 2 factory workers to clamp the windshields using a manipulator arm. Windshields are glued with a special extra strong adhesive. Next comes anti-corrosion treatment, followed by painting. Throughout this process, the car is carefully moved around the factory using sliding tracks and overhead cranes. The 12th generation Toyota Corolla is currently built right here at Toyota Motor Manufacturing, Mississippi. Production begins in the press shop, where massive machines shape flat steel sheets into individual body panels. These powerful presses create many of the vehicle's key structural components, including doors, hoods, roof panels, side panels, and sections of the floor. This Mississippi facility produces roughly 250,000 Toyota Corolla vehicles each year. The plant reached its peak production in 2016, when more than 360,000 Corollas were manufactured. The Corolla remains one of the top-selling compact cars in the United States. Globally, it holds an even more impressive title, the best-selling car nameplate in history, with more than 46 million units sold worldwide since its debut in 1966. Today, the factory employs about 2,400 people, with most working directly on the main assembly line. The average hourly wage here is around $25. For employees with entry-level positions to a few years of experience, annual salaries average about $50,000. Each Corolla is made up of roughly 2,500 individual parts sourced from a wide network of suppliers. At full production speed, the plant can build about 500 cars per day, meaning a new Corolla rolls off the line roughly every 90 seconds. Right now, you're watching a worker use a mechanical manipulator arm to easily install the seats into the vehicle. The entire production process is optimized to reduce costs wherever possible, helping keep the Toyota Corolla affordable. This factory also relies on advanced robotics, including a giant materials handling robot nicknamed Godzilla, capable of lifting loads of up to 1 ton during production. After the Corolla's body is assembled, employees carefully inspect it for bumps or dents. Once the body passes inspection, the vehicle moves from the welding shop to the paint shop. Most of the painting is performed by robots, though some finishing work is still done by skilled factory employees. The body receives 3 separate coats of paint, followed by a final quality check to ensure a flawless finish. Both the purchase price and maintenance costs remain relatively low, making the Corolla accessible to a wide range of buyers. Earlier, you saw how the 10th generation Toyota Corolla was produced in 2013. Now you're watching the newer Corolla SE. The stamping presses are extremely precise, ensuring consistent dimensions and perfectly smooth surfaces. After pressing, the hoods are carefully inspected for defects before being sent to the body assembly line, where they will later be installed on the vehicles. As the cars move along the conveyor, factory workers install insulation and connect the wiring. Meanwhile, the doors are assembled in a separate area of the factory. and attached at the very end, allowing employees easier access to the vehicle's interior during assembly. Assembly line workers wear safety glasses, gloves, and helmets, along with Toyota-branded shirts. Before the final paint process, a sealant is carefully applied to the body in white to fill seams and gaps. This helps prevent water leaks, reduce noise, and protect the vehicle from corrosion. The sealant is applied with great precision, using both robots and skilled technicians to ensure every joint is properly sealed before painting. In recent years, the painting process has been carried out almost entirely by robotic arms, which apply a perfectly even coat of paint. These welding robots from Kawasaki are programmed with incredible precision and can operate around the clock, increasing productivity and consistency. Each workstation typically includes a team of 2 to 4 skilled workers. During wheel installation, employees carefully mount each wheel onto the vehicle and tighten the 5 lug nuts to a precise torque using specialized power tools. The Corolla is famous for its reliability, with many vehicles running well beyond 250,000 miles with minimal issues. This durability has helped build strong long-term trust among drivers. During the final quality inspection, employees carefully examine the paint finish and review the entire vehicle using a detailed checklist. Inside the Toyota Mississippi plant, women make up more than 30% of the workforce, with many working in final quality inspection. The newly finished Toyota Corolla SE is now parked in the massive lot outside the factory and will soon be transported to dealerships across the country. So this is Toyota Motor Manufacturing Indiana in Georgetown, where the Toyota Sienna and Toyota Highlander are built. Robots from the acclaimed Japanese manufacturer Kawasaki handle much of the welding, working seamlessly alongside human employees. Here, people and machines operate in harmony, boosting efficiency while maintaining the exacting quality Toyota is renowned for. Every component must reach the main assembly line at the right place and time, ensuring smooth, uninterrupted production. So although the 4th generation Sienna is hybrid only, Toyota engineered it to preserve the same impressive 3,500-pound towing capacity as its predecessor, a rare achievement for a minivan in today's market. Since opening in 1996, this Indiana plant has produced over 6 million vehicles, supplying markets not only in the US, but also in Taiwan, Mexico, and China. Toyota has sold more than 2.2 million Sienna models since the minivan's debut in 1997, cementing its place as one of the brand's most popular family vehicles. Much of the Sienna's appeal lies in its interior versatility and comfort, especially in the rear seats, making it a favorite for families. Engineers even break down the entire production process into computer game-like visualizations, enabling precise planning and maximum efficiency. Some owners, particularly of 2017 to 2020 models, report jerky or laggy shifting and gear hunting with the 8-speed automatic transmission, along with steering rack leaks and alignment issues that dealers sometimes struggle to resolve. From the plant's control center, Every stage of the assembly line is monitored via computer screens to ensure flawless operations. After painting, each vehicle undergoes a meticulous inspection, with sealant applied by hand to guarantee both durability and a premium finish. Toyota remains the second largest automaker in the United States, just behind General Motors, and this plant exemplifies why. Advanced robotics, skilled employees, and relentless attention to detail combine to produce vehicles that are safe, reliable, and cherished by drivers worldwide. Now, let's explore how the popular Toyota Highlander is built at Toyota's Indiana factory. The Highlander is a mid-size crossover SUV with 3 rows of seating, in production since 2000. The current 4th-generation model, known as the Kluger in some markets, is rolling off the assembly line today. This generation offers increased cargo space behind the 3rd row and supports both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, providing drivers with modern connectivity and convenience. All workers wear safety glasses and gloves, and at some stations even helmets. Just 30 years ago, this level of safety gear was far from common in American auto factories. The factory employs more than 7,000 people, making it the largest employer in the Evansville area. Once the Highlanders are assembled, they are loaded onto trucks and shipped to dealerships across the United States, where each vehicle is thoroughly washed and inspected before reaching customers. More than 1,000 employees produce over 2 million cylinder heads each year, within a 550,000 square foot facility. Key operations include low-pressure casting, core making, and die making. Once completed, the cylinder heads are stored in the warehouse ready to be assembled into engines at Toyota's North American plants. Nearby in Missouri, thousands of cylinder heads are produced every day. Acting like the lungs of an engine, they control airflow in and out of the cylinders and ensure precise fuel delivery. The plant also uses recycled aluminum for these components, promoting both efficiency and sustainability. Once completed, the engine components are stored in the main warehouse, from where they are transported to the main assembly line at a predetermined time. But now we'll move from Toyota's US factory to the Descherd powertrain assembly, where V8 Titan engines for Nissan vehicles are produced. This is an inside look at the Nissan Descherd powertrain assembly plant in Tennessee, which serves as Nissan's primary powertrain facility in the United States. The plant occupies hundreds of acres, with over 1.1 million square feet of covered production space, making it one of the company's largest manufacturing complexes. It provides the engine and powertrain backbone for many US-built Nissan and Infiniti vehicles supplying 4, 6, and 8-cylinder engines, as well as electric motors for select models. The facility is capable of producing up to 950,000 engines each year, along with 1.1 million crankshaft forgings, while managing critical processes such as casting, forging, machining, assembly, and testing of engine blocks, crankshafts, and other components. By combining casting, forging, machining, assembly, and testing under one roof, Desured reduces logistics complexity and enhances quality control. As one of the largest private employers in Franklin County and a major manufacturing anchor in central Tennessee, the Desure plant has significantly contributed to local employment, the economy, and regional supplier networks.